Dear students, in the previous class, we already discussed that how to use the data types for desired uh, fields. So already we created a student details table, and in student details table, we have been already created different type of fields like roll number, student name, phone number, class, date of birth, and fees. And for each and every field has a different data types. So for the roll number, as you already know, we have entered that auto number data type, and student name of the student, it has, this field has a data type called text, and phone number has the number, class has a number. So in that again we have a default value, we have applied a default value, that is 10. And then date of birth has date and time data type, and fees has the currency data type. So today we will see regarding the primary key. So already in the in theory class we discussed regarding the primary key. So what the primary key is? So in the primary key, so whenever you apply the primary key for any field in the table, so that particular field should not be null, and it should not take the duplicate values. So that is the definition of primary key. So the primary key is whenever you apply primary key for any field in the table, so whenever you apply in that particular field, that field should not accept duplicate values, and it should not be null value, right? So this is what we have the primary key concept in database. So today we'll see student name. So for the field called student name, I want to apply the primary key for the student name. So how to apply the primary key for the student name? Students, in the screen already you know that already I have opened student details table. So you can just go to the design view. So select it, right click, and then click on design view. Okay, so right click on the table. The first option is open. Second, we have design view. Click on design view. Yes, so here you can make the changes of table structure. So here for the student name, so first one we have roll number, student name, phone number, class, date of birth, and fees. So now I want to make student name field should be primary key. So just you can select that particular field, and then at the ribbon here you have a primary key symbol. Okay, so just click over here. Whenever you click over here on the primary key, so the key symbol will be present here. It means that particular field you may make it as you made a primary key. So I will click on the key primary key button. You can observe the symbol comes here, right? So it means the student name data field, student name field has the primary key. So now we can save this file, save the table. Yes, so what I told you, the primary key should not take null value, and you should not accept the duplicate values. So practically we will check it. Okay, so student name I will enter ABC, and then phone number, you can go for phone number, right? Next class, 10th class. So date of birth you can take any date, you can enter 5 or 6. Yes, next fees you can enter around 40,000 or 4,000. Yes, yes. Now you can see here. You can observe student name field has the primary key. So in student name field I will not enter any value. Okay, I will not enter any value. Then I will go for the next field, phone number again, right? Next, date of birth, class is 10, date of birth you can take 8. Next, amount, the fees you can take around right? Yes. So whenever you go for the save the this table, you will get index or primary key cannot contain a null value. It means in the student details table we have a field called student name. For the student name we have applied a primary key, but in the second row, first student name is ABC, but in the second row, we skip the student name. We didn't enter any name. So it means it is a null. So when it is a null, the primary key concept it should not take null values. It means we have to enter some values. Student name, it is a must, right? So it means you need to enter the value anything. Okay, X, Y, Z, right? So student name field should not take null values. Why? Because it is a primary key. So one more is the student primary key should not accept duplicate values. So duplicate values in the sense, so in a student name, suppose one more student I have, his name is also ABC. So you can enter ABC, ABC. So go for the next field, and again phone number you can enter, and then date of birth, you can enter, right? Amount you can enter. So now you can observe here, so you will get an error message. What is that? The changes you request to the table were not successful because they would create duplicate values in the index, primary key or relationship. So it means it is clearly shows that the student name field should not take the duplicate values or the same values. So instead of ABC we have to give some other name, right? So I will take it SSB, sorry. Okay, so come to the ABC section, enter SSB, right? So the primary key should not be null and should not take duplicate values, right? So this is what we have a concept called primary key. So in the next class we'll see, so for the what type of field we can enter the primary key, right? So it's a not good practice that we should apply the primary key for all the type of fields, right? So it will depend upon the table, what type of table you will create. So based on the requirement and based on the table what you have created, so for that we can apply the primary key for the particular field. Okay, so that we'll see in the next class. Thank you.